Hey everyone, it's Sarah and I am here with my second layout using products that I got from the Inspiration Station scrapbook store. And this one I am going to be using some paint, and I haven't used paint for a while, so it's exciting. I am using this Tim Holtz Distress paint, and that is in the color Evergreen Bow. So oh, it's so pretty. Look how pretty that is. So what I'm doing is I am taking the Sunburst die cut, which is from Jelly Bean Soup, and I'm painting along just the raised part of it, and a little bit into the circle as well. But I'm going to let that dry, but I'm going to cut those off, and those are going to be some embellishments on my page. So this layout is going to be about the crazy icicles we got over this past winter in New Mexico. The larger picture there is, those are icicles hanging off the back of our house, like from our roof. It was insane. My husband broke one off one day and brought it in, and I looked at him and I said, those look like weapons. Like, seriously. You could probably hurt somebody with those. They were ginormous. And then the smaller picture that I have is from the bush that's right outside of our front door. It was just covered in icicles along the branches and stuff. So I backed my pictures with some blue cardstock, and the background paper that I have there is from the Simple Stories Enchanted line. And I just like the gray and the blue. I thought those worked really well for kind of wintry type pictures. And I'm using these two papers here. Those are from Ella and Viv, and those are both 6x6 papers that I cut them down from 12x12 on my previous layout. So I just had them sitting there, so I'm going to use those as the background just to add a little punch of color. And I'm going to use those thickers, which are called Print Shop, and they're a nice gray. And my title is going to be Holy Icicles, because I think I said that a few times over this past winter. Holy Icicles, they were huge. So I'm just putting my title down on a piece of wax paper so that I can kind of move it around and see where I want it to go on the page. And I'm going to end up putting it right up there. It fits just about perfectly across that piece of paper there. So I like where it's going, so I'm going to go ahead and get my layers stuck down here so that I don't fiddle too much and then start moving everything around to where I don't want it. And I'm going to go ahead and get my title stuck down as well so that it's not floating around on my desk and getting lost. And I'm using some Scotch Quick Dry adhesive that I got at Michael's, and I'm using it in a fine line bottle, which I got at Hobby Lobby. And it's just a bottle that you buy empty, and it has a very, very fine tip on it, and you can put any type of adhesive you want in it. And the cap of it, if you can see, that's right above my page there, the white part, that is the cap, and it has a needle in it. So it's a needle that goes down into the nozzle, and it keeps it from getting clogged up. So it will not clog, and it comes out really nice and thin, so you can use it on a bunch of stuff. It's a really great solution because the Quick Dry adhesive now has a very large nozzle on it, and so to get anything out, it comes out in a big clump, and it's just kind of a pain. So this has been a really good solution for a lot of people. So if you want to check out the fine line bottles, they're only $4.99 at Hobby Lobby, and if you use a coupon, you get 40% off, and so they're pretty cheap. But you get them in the section where the model cars are sold. Okay, so I cut off all of those sunburst rays, and I am going to use them along my page to kind of mimic the icicles, kind of like they're dangling. And then I'm going to use the circle, the center part of the die cut, and that is going to hold my journaling. I wasn't planning on doing that, but after I cut them off, I thought it looked kind of cool. So I'm going to stick it down there in the corner, and that's going to be where I talk about the icicles. I thought that was kind of a fun and different way to use that die cut, and I wanted something along the page just to kind of mimic it. So I'm going to get all of those stuck down here. I think the green really brings out the color there. It's really pretty. And last ones here. And I'm going to go ahead and get my journaling done. I'm just going to draw some lines on this circle piece here. And I'm just talking about how crazy the icicles were. That happened quite a bit over the winter. We were surprised at what a snowy and cold winter we had here in New Mexico. It's our first winter here, so it was interesting. And now I'm taking the Simple Stories sticker sheet from the Enchanted line, and I'm using some small number stickers. I'm putting 2015. And I'm looking at the sheets, just trying to figure out what else. I have 2 different sticker sheets for this line, so I'm just trying to figure out what else I want to put on here. I know I want to put something above the smaller picture because there's kind of a gap there. So I'm kind of looking through all my stuff that I got from them to see if there's anything else I could put on here. And I'm looking at these cut-aparts as well just to see if there's any images inside the cut-aparts I could use. So I decided to cut out this one, this blue one that says sparkle on it. I thought it kind of mimicked, the snow and the ice and everything can be sparkly. So I'm going to cut this down, and I'm going to pop it up on some pop dots. And I'm going to put that above the picture there. And then I added the part that I had cut off, and it was it had some stars on it, kind of like sparkle stars, so I put that down right next to the journaling as well. And I also added that yellow arrow pointing towards the larger picture. And I'm going to add this arrow here as well, pointing towards the journaling. I'm just trying to pick out things that are going to match the color scheme that I'm going for here. I have a big yellow star. I'm going to add a few stars here and there. That helps bring out some of the yellow in the background, or not the background, but the pattern papers that I used has some yellow in it, so that kind of helps pick up on those as well. And then I have a sticker there that says lovely over one of the stars, and I think I'm going to add another one that says lovely along the big star on the bottom. Yeah, and a pink. And that is going to complete my layout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if you haven't checked out the Inspiration Station store yet, please go ahead and check out their website and their Facebook page as well. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you again real soon. Bye.